This is a safe place.
Hang on, I got one! Oh, fuck, I lost it.
Put it on GAFCON's page because it told me I could, and I'm like, I probably should. But it was that excerpt from Spaceballs.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
And I was going to put from the words of the tire. But then I'm like, nah.
Well, you can, because you're an administrator, you can do it either as GAFCON or as GAFCON.
Yep. You can do it as either. You can be anonymous, just be like, hey, this is the will of us all. GAFCON says.
No, not that anonymous.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, Anonymous is done. The FBI arrested all the leaders.
Yeah.
Last year, year before.
Yeah, that worked really well for them, didn't
The
it?
FBI arrested
Yeah,
all the
considering
leaders.
they said they were fighting ISIS just like a couple of weeks ago. Because they released a whole bunch of Twitter information or something about
Right,
it.
then they put out a plea to the public.
Is that what it was? I didn't know
World,
what they actually did.
world public,
Oh.
and said, we want
shit.
everybody
I
to
forgot my
spam
cigarettes.
these guys.
Well, and then,
Did you forget 'em or
like
are they
a
in the
couple
car?
of weeks ago, they
They're in my
took
car.
all their pictures and started putting rubber duck heads on all of them. I enjoyed that one.
Because I knew as soon as I locked my door, you'd be opening up that door, and I was in a big hurry.
Did you lock your keys in the car?
Yeah.
No, worse. Worse
Yeah,
than
I
keys.
forgot my cigarette.
Oh, cigarettes? Oh, no.
So what happened at the Republican debate?
Comedy
Just said
ensued.
stupid things.
Comedy and let me.
Well-
I wrote down some of my
Well,
transcripts
first
of
thing
what I wanted
is
to talk about.
Jeb Bush, for the first time in his life, grew a set of balls.
Yeah, he did. He spoke out against Trump. It was,
He attacked. He didn't speak out again.
oh,
he
yeah, no,
attacked Trump,
He attacked. You're right.
and he won.
I think he did.
I think he did their little thing, and you're like, where, if he would have been doing this
The
entire time,
he might actually have some ground gained.
Maybe,
Instead of
but
being at,
it was
instead
just-
of being at, I'm at 40%, you're at 3%, so you don't matter.
Yeah.
We're dealing with the Islamic terrorism that
yeah.
exists. This is a tough business to run for
I know.
president.
You're a tough guy, Jeb. I know.
And we need to have a leader that is
Real
principled.
tough.
You're never going to be president of the
You're
United
real
States
tough,
by
Jeb,
insulting
yeah?
your way to
well,
the
let's see.
presidency.
I'm at 42 and you're at 3, so
Doesn't matter.
far I'm doing better.
Doesn't matter.
So far I'm doing better.
That clip was beautiful.
that was all Trump had left at him.
Yeah,
After he
he's
was
like, my ratings are better than yours, so
and
I'm
then-
better.
Yeah, so that's how he was done. It was
let's
just
see.
like,
Did you play a drinking game when you watched it?
I do.
I
Every
didn't watch
time
the whole thing.
Rubio
I
says
saw some of
immigrant,
this stuff.
I don't even need to look at this. Apparently, we got enough to talk about.
Oh, and then
I
Rubio,
want
okay.
there to be a drinking game whenever they say, not when they say radicalized Muslim terrorists or whatever.
Islamic terrorists.
Islamic terrorists. When you drink when they say they're mad because the president won't say that. That's just when you drink. Otherwise, you'd be fucking blasted.
Because he is the only
3
person in
minutes
the
into it.
world that won't say,
Yeah.
well, him and his little cronies,
Okay,
that won't say ISIS.
Oh, did they say
Clean
ISIL
shaven.
now?
He has only said ISIL, and he will only say
Oh. So at one point, Trump got off on this tangent because Ben Carson said we need to do something about ISIS, and when we do something about them, we need to take their oil. Instead of bombing their resource, we need to take their oil and distribute blah, blah, blah. And then Trump got off on this, I've been saying take the oil for months. I've been saying take the oil, and now it's fashionable to say.
We have to destroy their caliphate because that gives them the legitimacy to go ahead with the global jihad. We have to take their energy because ISIS is the richest terrorist organization there is. Take their oil.
For 3 years, I've been saying, take the oil, take the oil. I didn't say just bomb it. I said take it and use it and distribute it so that the wounded warriors and people. But I've been saying this now for many years. Now, all of a sudden, everybody's saying take the oil. It wasn't so fashionable to take the oil 6 months ago. I've been saying it for years.
Dr. Carson.
That was beautiful. Cruz at one point took a little funny jab at Trump, saying, "Don't worry, if I become president, I'll build a wall and I'll make Trump pay for it." That was kind of fucking funny. I enjoyed that.
I thought the funny part is Cruz and Rubio went at each other,
they went at
and
each
they
other.
ignored everybody else.
Yep.
And you got kind of the feeling that, and Trump had nothing to say because they were really at each other pretty hard over immigration and crap like that. But
Mostly the
But they-
bulk collection of phone data.
Well,
Yep,
right.
that was a big part about
But
it.
they were
that
just
far.
into it, and it's just, you got the feeling like
Is it?
Trump didn't know how to get in.
Yeah, there's no reason. Well, it wasn't his point to get in. They brought him into the conversation. He didn't have shit to say.
Right. He's
That
already
was-
said his piece.
Oh yeah.
Goes up the
And he
Well,
has
so-
no idea what
he repeated
anything
some of that.
nuclear.
Oh. Yeah, no, he
nuclear
has.
tried. He doesn't know what any of that means.
It's not that he didn't know what it means. He said it was important, and that he didn't know about going forward and improving it. He didn't know anything about that.
He didn't know shit.
Yeah, exactly. Because he don't know shit.
So I don't think he knew what the words meant.
And
Yeah.
then that's why I thought Rubio explained what it was. I'm like,
Right.
I think he realizes Trump doesn't know what that is. So now he's going to explain what the nuclear triad is.
It's the next president of the United
Fucking
States, people.
beautiful.
Who are the next president of the United States?
That's how I was
No,
laughing at.
Donald J. Trump.
As Jeb said,
I'm really
you will
fucked
not
here.
be president of the United States.
Timmy.
He told Trump that flat out last night. You
Timmy.
won't be president.
Yeah, but
Right, because
I
he's
either
got
got
his family's got enough money to
thighs
make sure he's killed.
Or BBC.
No
I
one
said,
will
any way I look,
No one
I've
will
got
ever
nothing but
know
more.
anybody.
you know, the sad thing is, I'm watching him like that big black cock with matches.
Because it's better.
You're supposed to like matches.
I know, God.
Mark.
Undulating thighs and a BBC. I feel like I'm surrounded by fucking porn.
At one point, Carson alluded to the fact that it would be better to die from a bomb. Just like, say you're a civilian in a wartime zone, just die from a bomb than to live under ISIS, the dictatorship. And
He actually
fear.
handled that question
He-
horribly.
Yeah, he did.
Based on the analogy he started with, because
Is that the million little pricks analogy? Or
well,
whatever?
they asked him
Or
if
my
he
million little
could,
stabs or fucking
if he
stuff?
could order people as a doctor, would he be able to order an airstrike that would kill
innocent,
potentially innocent children?
Yeah, that's what it was.
And he started saying, I look at kids all the time and tell them that we need to cut their heads open to excise a tumor. And I'm like, you know what? That's a perfect analogy. Go with that.
Yeah.
Go with that.
Yeah, that's a good start.
And
It's
then,
in the wheelhouse.
and then he was like,
done.
and then he went off on
And then he went off.
and I'm like,
It was-
no, you were doing so.
That's
Oh.
they all have their own Kasich. Also, Kasich.
I love John Casey.
Well,
I really do.
according to one of my friends, I haven't looked into Kasich other than what he said about we need a balanced budget, which I agree. Says that we shouldn't close up the internet. The answer was flat up no, and let's talk about something else, which I enjoyed. And he's got karate hands. I don't know if you've seen that. He's got the karate hands. It's awesome.
That's how we vote for people now.
If you've got those karate
If
hands, you
I
are
gotta vote for
it.
any of the
Kung Fu
Republicans,
action.
it's like
Jeb did much better
yeah. I thought he did
yesterday
okay.
than he had done previously, but his campaign has spent an assload of money to still be in single digits. They have spent an assload of money.
Of his infinite amounts of money.
But do a shot every time Marco Rubio says anything about immigrants or descending from immigrants.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the other one that you do a shot for? It was just in my head.
There are no more dates.
There's January 20th.
Are they doing another one? I thought this was
Yeah.
the
I
last
thought
one.
this was the last one.
This is the last one until next month.
That's the last one.
Oh, the
of
last
the
one
year.
of the year.
Last one of
I
the
thought it was
year.
the last one before the Ohio
Oh,
caucus.
Chris Christie. Every time Chris Christie says something about being a federal prosecutor after 9/11,
No fucking
every
shit.
time he says that,
Every
do a
time.
goddamn shot.
Every
You won't
time.
make it through the first 20 minutes of the debate.
But I noticed that it seems like they always go to Christie when two people are rambling and bickering about something that doesn't seem as essential as like terrorism or something. They always seem to cut to Christie. He's like, this is why everybody hates us, because these fuckers are bickering. I swear, half the time that's his start to whatever he talks about.
And Donald Trump brought up one extremely good point last night that I think Jeb Bush should have brought up.
Which was what?
Every question they asked Jeb Bush was, Donald Trump
They
says.
did.
And the thing is, then Donald Trump got 30 seconds to rebut because he was brought into it,
Mhm.
but Jeb Bush didn't bring him into it. CNN did.
Yeah, no, I want to say almost every question.
Almost
if not
every question.
everyone. That
So
went to Jeb.
they were giving him time that they should not have, or that he should not have been allocated.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, and that also leads to fucking Fiorina, who's like, I'm sorry. Do you want to ask me about my solution to ISIS? I'm over here. Like, straight up said that at one point. Like, you haven't talked to me at all recently. How about my opinion?
Every
They never want to talk to her.
Every time she mentions she was a
CEO,
or says
that's
the
her
word
talking
private
point.
sector.
Yep. Well, she's big. That's private sector, man. That's her gig.
If you like that video, watch our last one.
Here's the Trumpism. No, they won't. No, they won't. They're illegals. We know they're illegals.
How would you know? I think you know.
Or watch this one.
The red stripes on the American flag are to represent the blood of American soldiers, not how much you like dick in your ass. Oh.
Paulie's upset now.